Are you unsure what plants are safe to keep indoors with or around your pets? Stick around as I answer that in the question of the day. What's going on, guys? Matt in the hat. Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. You are tuned in to the hot list. I come to y'all Monday through Friday each and every week. We hang out and talk real estate. We talk about properties new to the market, had a recent price reduction, as well as something that is unique about the property and I want to share with you guys. And of course, I recognize and thank a sponsor of the week each and every single week. This week is no different. And of course, I answer a question of the day that is submitted by a viewer or listener of the podcast. The property we are talking about today is 21663 Valley Brook Lane. Now, this is in Overbrook. For those of you around here, you may think that's pretty far north. It's actually not that far. This is right off of Pomona Lake, so it's about 45 minutes from here. And where the house sits, you walk right across the street, lake's right there. How cool is that, right? This is a ranch style house, got 5 beds, 4.5 baths, and it's got not one, not two, but four. It's a has a 4 car capacity on the garage. It's got 2,842 square feet of finished space. Currently listed at 199,000, courtesy of Coldwell Banker American Home. So, what is it about this house that stands out, and why am I sharing this? Well, first and foremost, like I said, it's right across. You walk right across the street, you've got Pomona Lake right there. However, this is like that with vehicles they have a mechanic special. This is kind of like a handyman special because there are some floorings and some paint that needs to be done throughout the house. A lot of it is has been left there by the sellers to finish off. So when you click on the link and take a look at it, you're going to notice that a lot of the floor floor isn't finished. The walls, it's just sheetrock. They haven't finished those. So the sellers left a lot of that to finish off, so you can truly make this how you want it and make it your own. So just needs a few finishing touches. Like I said, it has a 3 car garage, and then the workshop has a space for a vehicle as well. It's a nice big workshop. There is tons of potential with this house, and of course, lake access just right across the street. So all you got to do is just click on the link. If you have questions, either jump back to wherever you're listening to this or reach out to me through my website, emporiahomes.kw.com. I would love to talk to you more about this house. All right, moving on to our sponsor of the week. And the sponsor of the week this week is the Copper Top. That is an event center right here in town. And I've talked about all week the wide range that they have of not not just a fully stocked bar, but they have a dance floor, they have a DJ booth. They do more than just serve drinks. They set up, they tear down, and they sit down with their clients and figure out what needs to be done and meet those client needs even before the event. So if there's any special requests or any special needs, they can get that and address that before the event, not the day of the event. It is an absolutely amazing facility, and Jason and his staff have done an incredible job with the events that I've had there, the events I've attended there as well. And don't forget about the commercial grade kitchen that they allow access to their clients. That is absolutely amazing. If you have an event coming up, whether it's a birthday, graduation, wedding, reception, whatever the case may be, you know, maybe baby shower, maybe you need something a little bit bigger than just your house for a baby shower, this is your place. All you got to do is just click on the link. It's going to take you right to their Facebook page, and you can see what events they have coming up as well as any availability. If you want to book an event, all you got to do is call Jason at 620-208-8671 and have a talk with him. He will get you set up taken care of, and ready to rock and roll. All right. So now we are into the question of the day. The question of the day is submitted by a listener of the show each and every day. I've been doing this for over a year now, and every question I've answered has come from a listener of the podcast. If you have a question, would like it answered on the show, or just answered in general, all you got to do is shoot me a message through Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're listening to this, through iTunes or Spotify. It'll get to me. I would be happy to not only answer that question for you, but answer it on the show as well. It seems like we've been talking a lot about plants over the last couple weeks, and that's probably where this question has come from. What indoor plants are pet friendly or pet safe? And it seems like over the last couple weeks, like I said, we've talked outdoor plants, we've talked what to plant, we've talked when to plant. So I figured it was only a matter of time until somebody asked about indoor plants. I will say right off the bat, I don't know a whole lot about plants. So a lot of this information is going to come from my wife, who is way smarter than I will ever be, and doing some research as well, because plants are plants, right? Well, turns out not so much, and not according to my wife, as well as not according to the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Yep, it's a thing, and I'm going to include that in the comments for a website that they have as well, and I will get into that here in just a few minutes. So about 6 to 7 years ago, I've heard the best description of a dog has ever that could ever be summed up. Having a dog is like having a toddler around all the time. He said they imagine having a dog is like having a 2-year old constantly. You constantly have to make sure that they're not going to harm themselves or do something unexpected. Like the dogs that I've had that, we've talked about the one that I had that ran through a fence. I've had one that has chewed a lamp cord, not once, not twice, but 4 times. And I've even had one, he's not currently here, but he vaults himself off the furniture that he's not supposed to be on anyways. Or there is the unexpected of eating a poisonous house plant. And that's what we're going to talk about and concentrate on today, because saving dogs or cats from plants isn't always easy, and it does help if you know which plants are the safest to keep in the household. Fortunately for you, me, as pet owners, most plants that are safe for dogs are also safe for cats. Now, there is an official list, and like I said, I will include that. Um, it's on the ASPCA's website, and the list has everything on there that is safe or unsafe plants for dogs, cats, and horses. Oddly enough, horses. Since you are unlikely to have a horse in your house, we're just going to talk about plants safe for dogs and cats. So, I do want to preface this. The list that they have on their website is in no way an exhaustive list. This should just help get you started if you currently have some plants, or you are shopping for new plants, and maybe you're curious just which ones are hazardous, or you may need to put a little more out of reach. It is also worth noting, according to the ASPCA's website, their definition of poisonous plants are not necessarily toxic. They will make your pet extremely sick. None of us want that for pets, but the chances of it killing them, by their definition, is low. So hopefully that's the case. So what we're going to talk about today are 7 pet friendly indoor plants. And keep in mind, uh, there are always exceptions to this list as far as allergies, unexpected accidents. In general, you can trust the groups of the list that we have here. They are fairly safe for your pets. So the the pets that we are, or pets, the plants we're going to be talking about, 7 different groups of plants. Number one are carnivorous plants. Curious, right? Carnivorous plants. Who knew? Believe it or not, plants that consume insects are unlikely to harm your pets. It is recommended checking with your local nursery, wherever you're listening to this, before purchasing a carnivorous plant. Most common ones are found in the stores, like the California pitcher plant or Venus flytrap. But these, even if your pet gets a hold of them, not gonna be harmful, and you're not gonna have to worry about ending up with, like a Little Shop of Horrors situation. Hopefully, people listening to this get that, are old enough to get that reference. Number two are ferns. True ferns, so I'm told, are not just great additions to your home, but they're very pet friendly as well. And they tend to be hung or mounted on walls. So generally, this keeps them out of the reach of your pets, which is a good thing. Plus, there's because of it, there's no threat to your pet, and that is ultimately what we're wanting to do here is reduce the potential threat to your indoor pets. The most popular fern is a Boston fern. It's a great choice for as far as indoor plants go. I don't know a whole lot about them, so I'm not going to go into detail about that. Number 3 groups of plants are kitchen herbs. Herbs that are in your kitchen are a great way to maintain some green living space with a purpose. There's tons of herbs to choose from as far as having your pets indoors. So just to give you an idea of some pet friendly and pet safe herbs, you've got basil, cilantro, dill, sage, stevia. All those are safe, as well as strawberries. So strawberries are not just a tasty food plant, but they are a safe indoor food plant as well. Group number 4 is going to be orchids. There's a huge range of orchids that are going to be safe for your plants, even though they're not the easiest things to grow or pronounce. For example, the 3 most popular orchids that are safe and pet friendly are going to be the Cattleya orchid, the Phalaenopsis orchid, and the terrestrial jewel orchid. Each one is going to grow a little bit different depending on household conditions, but those are going to be the 3 top orchids that are going to be pet friendly and pet safe. Number 5 is going to be palms. True palms are generally safe, not cicadas or cicades. Sorry, not the bug, the plant. So make sure you know what you're purchasing before you commit to this group of palms. The cicades are generally squatty and have textured trunks, very similar to what pineapples look like. So your safe palms are going to be your areca palms, bamboo palms, dwarf palms, and ponytails. Those are all going to be safe. Just avoid the cicades, and you'll be ready to go. Number 6 group is peperomia. I don't know. Just go with it. These are a large group of plants known for their intricately textured leaves and their ease of care. So these are going to be a lower maintenance plant, not as low maintenance as the next group that we have coming up, but these are a perfect plant for busy households. So you want some green around your house, and you've got a lot of young kids, little kids, active kids, and you may forget to water on a regular basis. The peperomia plants might be a good plant for you. Most are pet safe. If you're unsure which one you're buying, just stick to the basics or ask a local nursery. So the top three peperomias that are pet friendly will be your blunt leaf peperomia, ivy, and your metallic peperomia. So those three are going to be your basic three. They're going to be pet friendly as well as pet safe. And last but not least, when it comes to your seven pet friendly indoor plants, succulents. These are by far my wife and my daughter's favorites. Plus, I can personally attest these are dog safe because I have one that constantly is digging in it and eating it for whatever reason. Succulents and cacti in general are pretty safe. There are a few notable exceptions, especially the ones that have spines. So truly consider before you bring in some type of cacti into your home. Uh, while they are typically safe if they are ingested, they're not so safe when it comes to pointy, stabby things around your pets. So if you don't enjoy getting stuck by a cactus, I I don't imagine your pet would. Especially cats. I have heard of cats rubbing up against some cacti and poking themselves, and that's going to ruin your day, going to ruin their day for sure. So if you're leaning towards some type of cacti, consider a Christmas cactus or other spineless varieties. And then, of course, with other types of succulents, you've got the Echeveria, the Hoya, and the Hawthornia. These are all great substitutes that are going to be a, a succulent that is going to be an alternative to some type of cacti. Uh, Keep in mind with the succulents, there are some. So there's a aloe vera, jade, and oh man, I think it's a calanchi. These are considered poisonous to your pet. So they are going to make those three are going to make your pets extremely sick. You don't want that. Uh, your pet doesn't want that. Your vet, I'm sure, doesn't want. Well, maybe they do, but it's highly unlikely they want your pet that sick as well. So those are the top 7 groups that are generally safe to keep indoors with pets. So number 1 was your carnivorous plants, and just don't have a little shop of horrors situation where the plants are eating everything to include your pets. Number 2 are ferns, and with those, the Boston fern, most common indoor one, because they can be mounted on walls and hung. Number 3, kitchen herbs, great way to maintain some green in your house with a purpose, like basil, cilantro, sage, dill, and stevia. Number 4 are a little bit harder to grow, but they are generally safe for pets, and those are orchids. Number 5 were palms. Just the areca palms, bamboo, dwarf, and ponytail are the best ones that your pet will typically avoid. Of course, and then number 6 were the peperomia. There are a number of different ones. The 3 basic ones that are best known to be pet friendly are the blunt leaf, ivy, and metallic. And of course, last but not least, number 7 are succulents, which are my wife's favorite just because they're pretty low maintenance, and I definitely don't pay attention to them, so I don't water them. So when she does remember to, they're still thriving and still going strong. And just keep in mind with everything we've talked about here, this just begins to scratch the surface. Knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt if plants are safe for pets can be difficult, especially plants that have common names or even may share common names. So speak to somebody like somebody at your extension office, at your local nursery, maybe a landscaper they may know as well. And doing a little bit of research is going to not only help your pet, give you some peace of mind, and avoid a hefty vet bill in the process, which I can attest to from personal experience that that's never fun. Not fun for me, not fun for my pet. Sometimes it has been entertaining in the past for my vet when I've taken my dog there and he just starts laughing. What are you gonna do? So what do we learn from this? Dogs are 2 year olds, act like 2 year olds, no matter what age they are. They are just toddlers. They're consistently toddlers. And we've learned about 7 indoor friendly groups of plants. So if you guys have any questions or there's something I missed, make sure you drop it in the comments here. Would love to hear from you guys. Other than that, if you have any questions, all you got to do is reach out to me through Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, or Spotify. And until tomorrow, I'll see you back for Red Friday. So thanks for watching with Matt in a Hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have an awesome Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow.